Bo Derek spent decades being looked at before she was truly understood. Welcome to the channel's Star Spotlight. For many people, Bo Derek still exists frozen in memory as the young woman running down a beach in the late 1970s, carrying the kind of beauty Hollywood rarely forgets. That image followed her for years. In some ways, it followed her too closely, because when the public turns someone into a symbol, it becomes difficult for them to remain human afterward. Recent photographs of Derek sparked another wave of attention online. Predictably, conversations centered on appearance, age, and the surprise many people still seem to express whenever an older celebrity refuses to disappear quietly from public life. But Bo Derek's story was never really about appearance alone. Behind the fame was someone navigating an unusually complicated relationship with identity. She became globally recognizable almost overnight after the release of 10, and the success changed everything. Hollywood admired her image, yet often struggled to see beyond it. Interviews focused on beauty more than intelligence. Public fascination frequently reduced her to a fantasy she never fully created herself. That can become emotionally isolating over time. There's a quiet pressure attached to being remembered primarily for how you looked decades earlier. Every new public appearance becomes a comparison against the past. Every photograph invites strangers to measure time across your face, your body, your life. Most people would find that exhausting. And still, Derek carries herself with remarkable calmness now, less interested in proving anything, more comfortable with the woman she became after the noise settled. That kind of confidence feels very different from youthful attention. It's slower, more grounded, earned through experience instead of admiration. People sense that shift instinctively. Her later years brought losses, personal reflection, and a quieter lifestyle far removed from the intensity of old Hollywood fame. The death of her longtime husband, John Derek, marked a deeply emotional chapter in her life. Publicly, she remained composed. Privately, there was undoubtedly grief, adjustment, and the strange loneliness that often arrives when a life once surrounded by cameras becomes quieter. Yet she never seemed bitter about aging. If anything, Bo Derek appears to have reached the rare stage where public approval matters less than personal peace. That may be why recent reactions to her photos felt so emotionally revealing. Audiences weren't simply reacting to how she looked. They were confronting their own discomfort with aging, memory, and the passing of time. Because people want legends to remain unchanged forever. Real life doesn't allow that. What remains instead is something more meaningful. Resilience, grace, the ability to survive decades of scrutiny without completely losing yourself inside public perception. That may be Bo Derek's real legacy now, not eternal beauty, but emotional endurance. And perhaps that's why people still can't stop watching her. If this story stayed with you, feel free to share your thoughts below. And if you enjoy reflective documentaries that explore the humanity behind public fame, consider liking the video and subscribing to Star Spotlight for more stories told with warmth, honesty, and respect.